What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com. Welcome to another AMA Ask Me Anything episode. This one's all about how to choose a gym when traveling on the road, what I look for, what I try to avoid. But before we dive into that, let's roll the intro. All right, this question is brought to us by Brandon, and Brandon asks, how do you handle working out at a new gym when traveling? What process do you use to find a gym, and how do you figure out what the cost will be? I found gyms that offer free trial days, but if I'm traveling for an extended time, I want to be there for multiple days, and most gyms will want you to be local and sign up for an annual membership. So I do a lot of traveling. This is a great question, Brandon. I feel like a lot of people, when they're traveling, they just don't train, which I think is a terrible excuse. Minimum thing you can do is just simply do body weight movements like push-ups, pull-ups, wherever. You can go to a park and do pull-ups. You can do push-ups in your hotel room. You can do jump rope while you're pumping gas at the gas station while traveling. There's like a million things you can do to get activity and movement in. So I never think of traveling as an excuse not to train. I prefer to train at a gym as opposed to just making do with, resistance bands or body weight movements. So when I am traveling, I will try and find what my gym options are. If I'm getting an Airbnb, I prefer Airbnbs as opposed to hotels because they generally have a fully equipped kitchen and I can cook. So I try and find an Airbnb close to a gym and close to a decent grocery store. If I've got those three things, then I am golden. When it comes to the types of gyms that I try and prefer while traveling, yes, you can do a simple Google search, and many of them will offer a free trial pass, but most of them, if you do that, will require that you show, like a local address because they're trying to get you in for a free day pass so they can eventually sell you a membership, which makes sense from a business standpoint. So if you are just traveling, sometimes you can't take advantage of the free day pass situation, but they typically have a day pass fee for people that are traveling, and that ranges anywhere from $10 to $20 is pretty typical. I have paid as much as $75 for a day pass, which was insane, but that was literally the peak week of a competition, and that was the only gym within like an hour of us, so that's what I paid. But I would never recommend that scenario. But you can generally get a day pass for between $10 and $15, sometimes as low as $5. If it's like a super low-key local place, they'll just let you train for free. Just talk to the people there if you can. Oftentimes, if you're there for more than a day, they have like a 3-day pass or a week pass variety, and that oftentimes is more cost-effective than paying for multiple day passes, so ask about that for sure. But most gyms will offer that. When it comes to the types of gyms I'm trying to find, I try to avoid big box retail chain gyms like the Planet Fitnesses, like the LA Fitnesses, like the, even Gold's gyms to an extent. I just don't like the corporate vibe feel. I would much rather pay for like a Metroflex gym or like a hole-in-the-wall local old school grungy gym, or just like a really cool blood and guts hardcore style gym. Now that's me. I like that kind of equipment. They're typically equipped with, Arsenal or Prime or Legend or Rogue or like the type of equipment that I prefer to use. If you go to more of a big box corporate gym, they're going to have like your Lifetime equipment. They're going to have your hoist equipment. They're going to have your hammer strength, and you can totally get a great workout with all that stuff too. So I can work out at any gym and rock and roll with it. I can go to Planet Fitness and get a great workout in there and not have to worry about setting the lunk alarm off. You can get a great workout anywhere, but if I've got the option, I'm going to try and get a day pass or a week pass at a bodybuilding style gym where they have really good solid equipment. They've got belt squats. They've got, equipment that I ideally don't get to use on a regular basis so I can kind of test out new things and have fun with them. But that's my personal preference when it comes to training and what to look for in a gym. But you can also do a simple Google search. You can do a Facebook search. You can do a map search to find gyms nearby, and you're going to get all kinds of things populated. When you do a simple search, you will find, it's going to come up with CrossFit gyms. It's going to come up with training gyms. A lot of them are recommended or are stating that they're 24 hours, but that is 24 hours with a key card. You need to make sure that during staffed hours that you can go and get a day pass fee. So try and call ahead of time. Make sure they have somebody there that can accept a day pass or let you in. Because if it's 24 hours but it's key card access only, and you go to train at 4 o'clock in the morning and there's no staffed hours, then you're out of luck. And I've done that before too. So make sure you call in advance and get all that situated. Pay the day pass if you need to, but get the workout in nonetheless, even if you're just simply doing body weight movements, push-ups, resistance bands in the hotel room. Always keep the movement going. It's much easier to keep an object in motion, so don't use traveling as an excuse to just never pick up a dumbbell, never get the blood flowing. Like, stay active, and when you get back into your normal routine, you'll be able to get back without having skipped a beat. One little other tip is if you are traveling for an extended period of time, you can kind of work that into a deload week so that when you are traveling, you are not trying to like hit PRs because you're using equipment that is new to you. You can kind of save that for when you're in your normal environment, but you can still get a great workout in, focus on getting a great blood flow pump, and just keeping the muscles active, and then do that from like a deload setting. So same movements you normally do, same structure, but at a reduced intensity while you are outside of your normal setting. So that's my 2 cents on traveling, training, all that good stuff. Hopefully that helps. You requested some chocolate peanut butter cup bricks, so I've got some of those in the mail headed your way. For any of y'all that do not know how these AMA videos work, if you submit me a well thought out question via the link in the description below, and I respond to that question with an AMA, I'm going to send you some free keto bricks with the flavor of your choosing. Thank y'all. Talk to you next time.